Okay. All right, class.
Yes.
How's everyone? Class.
Yes.
Learning positions. What's the learning position? Hands on your lap.
Eyes on you.
Hands on your lap.
Eyes on you.
Very good. All right. You remember this from yesterday?
Yes.
The estimation jar. How many of you have already kind of have a good idea how much is in here? Don't blurt out your answer. Just real quick, since Ian and Alexis were gone yesterday, Luke, what are we going to try to do with this?
We're trying to guess how many marbles are in the jar.
Yes, we're going to guess how many marbles are in the jar, and if your guess is 10 away, whether it's 10 over or 10 under, what will the whole entire class earn?
A pizza
party.
A pizza party, okay?
Plus a special surprise for Mr.
And a
P.
special surprise, and you got to remind Mr. P, he's the one that's going to be buying, right?
That's
the most important part, don't forget that, okay?
Okay,
All right.
that was actually for the test. The surprise is going to be a gold.
Yes. Well, I'm still grading your test from yesterday. Most of you so far looking very good. Okay.
What did that mean?
I haven't graded yours yet. Okay. Okay. Hands down. Okay. So just remember, when we're doing these type of problems right here for measurement, keep that in mind. That it might come in handy for a pizza party next week and a surprise that's unknown. Okay.
I bet it's going to be taking away the pizza party.
No. Okay. Convery, have a seat, please. Okay. Number 1. Place value. What's the question asked on the first one? You can show me. Raise your hand. Alexis.
Make the largest number possible.
Make the largest number possible. We got 8, 6, 7, and 5. Who would like to share what their largest number was? I'm looking for hands really high. Jaden.
8, 7, 6, 5.
8, 7, 6, 5. If you agree, give Jaden a buzz 5. Very good. I'm looking for the lowest number. Hey, what's a trick that we could use for our lowest number, real quick? What's a trick we could use? London. What's a trick we could use?
Your biggest number, you just flip it around.
Can you say that real loud? Because there's 2 students that weren't paying attention.
Your biggest number, you just flip it around.
Yeah, your biggest number, you just start at the far right and write it the other way. Okay? So, Robert, I know you already had it written down. What is your smallest number possible?
5, 6, 7, 8.
What's another way of saying that? 5. Is it 500?
5,000.
5.
5,000.
5.
5,000.
5,000. What's your next number?
5,000.
Look at your paper. 5,600. 70 what? 75. Is that your number that you wrote down?
No.
What did you write down? 5,678. Yeah, very good. All right, pencils down real quick. We need to review real quick because I'm losing table 2 right now. What's classroom rule number 1?
Follow directions.
I want everyone to mirrors on.
Mirrors on.
Rule number 1.
Rule number 1.
Follow directions.
Follow directions.
Rule number 2.
Rule number 2.
Show me what rule number 2 is. Rule number 2, permission to speak, right? Okay. Now, you remember when I taught you the place value? Okay? Put your right hand up, real high. Remember your pinky finger was your little ones. Remember that one? Let's say that together. Little ones. Everyone. Little ones. Okay? That's your ones place. What comes next? What's next? You got your ones place and your tens place. My big tens. Everyone say that. Mirrors on. Teeny little ones. Big tens.
Big 10.
What was the next one?
100.
You remember what we used for hundreds?
Huge.
My huge hundreds. See, I got a lower voice. Use your lowest voice. Huge hundreds.
Oh, and your dozens.
And then the thousands. And then it could be, what's a good word we can use?
5,000.
5 giant thousands, right? Okay. Class.
Yes.
10,000.
Robert, let's try that again. Class.
Yes.
All right. Number 2. Let's look. The question asks, how much would it cost to buy how many balloons?
3.
3 balloons, right?
Yeah.
All right. Are we going to be adding or subtracting?
Adding.
Very good. Okay. What are we going to have to add? I'm going to ask on the student who's paying attention right now. Connor B. All right. How much does a balloon cost?
The balloon costs 23.
23 cents. How many are we going to have to write?
You're gonna have to write 23 plus 23 plus 23.
23, 23, and 23.
Right.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to run out of room on that one. Okay. Everyone look on the board. Over here. Addition. I need my robots.
Separate. Start on the right. 10 or more carry.
Are we going to carry on this one?
No.
Let's count by threes 3 times. 3.
6, 9.
Right here. All right. Let's go on the left side. Count by twos twice. 6, 2, 4, 6. There's 2 ways to write this. Are we dealing with money?
Yes.
So are we just going to leave it just like that?
No, you have to write a cent sign.
Check your answer. We gotta, yes, we did check our work, but when we're dealing with money, how do we show that it's money? Can we just leave it just like that?
A cent sign.
Could be a cent sign. What else could we do?
You can.
Oh, just raise your hand. No one at table 3 other than Desiree wants to participate? There we go. Desiree, what else could we do?
We could do dollar sign,
Uh-huh.
0 dot.
Just like this right here. Here's the example they gave. All right, you can write your dollar sign, 0 with your decimal point, and then your cent, 69, okay? Who would like to read number 3? Ian, real loud, okay?
You want to buy the balloon. You give the clerk 50 cents. What is your change?
So what's the first thing when we read a problem like yesterday on your test? Some of you were like, oh, I don't know what to do. What should be the first thing you do after you read a problem story? Ask what? Ask yourself this.
What?
Not is what's your change. What is the question asking me, right? Mirrors on. When reading
When reading
a math story problem,
a math story problem,
ask yourself,
ask yourself,
what
what
is the problem
is the problem
asking me?
asking me?
Very good. Mirrors off.
Here's all.
All right. So, where can you find this information usually? At the end of what? At the end of your problem?
The question.
All it is asking, what is your change? So you know that you're going to try to find how much change are you going to get back. What type of problem are we going to do?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Very good. All right, you want to buy the balloon. Where's the balloon? Right here, 23 cents?
Yeah.
How much money do you have?
50.
50. So we're going to take 50 minus
23.
23. Okay. Now looks like another robot session. Ready?
Separate. Start on the right. More on the top.
We're going to stop right there. Some of you are doing very good. Others, you're just kind of nothing. Everyone participate. Yes, Mr. H?
Yes,
All right, let's do that again. Ready, go.
More on the top. No need to stop. More on the floor. Go next door and borrow 10 more.
Real quick, in your math journal, if you have not written it just like that, do it right now. Okay, go. Some of you need to really start showing your work. If you've already done that, then you're ahead of the game. Okay. 10 minus 3, Ian.
10 minus 3, 7.
7. And let me look. Desiree, what do you got for 4 minus 2?
2.
2. If you got 27, give Mr. H 2 thumbs up in the air. I'm looking very good. Now, some of you, I want you to remember to do this every single time we're dealing with money, so you might as well put this in your math journal right now. Jaden, pay attention please. Okay? Are we just going to leave our answer just like that?
No.
No, what do we got to do to it?
Subtract it.
No, we got.
Addition!
No, what do we got to do to it?
Cent
We're dealing with money.
sign. Oh, Mr. H, put a cent sign.
Cent sign, yes. There's 2 ways, remember? Or you can make the dollar sign with your decimal, or you can just make a cent sign. Okay? Yes, Mr. H?
Yes.
Let me make sure this is still going, okay? Very good. We got a couple more minutes, okay? We're just going to skip to the bucket, because remember, we're going to get some extra practice before we guess.
I know what it is.
Yeah, remember, Mr. P's going to be buying us some pizza.
I
We
want
get it
pizza.
close, okay? And I want pizza too.
Pizza.
Alright, so number 5. About how many tennis balls will you take to fill the bucket? Alright, just show your hands if you think you have a good guess. Landon, what do you think? You had your hand up. What did you put down? 10? Okay. Aiden.
14.
13? How did you get 13, Aiden? Just describe it to me. What did you do? What made you think it's going to be 13?
Because of the size of the tennis ball.
Size of the ball? Let's see here. So you got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Maybe something like that. So if you know you can build 4 up and then 4 across, what could be a way to figure out maybe how many tennis balls will fit in that bucket? What's a strategy we could use? Landon.
15.
15? Okay, what's this? 16. Who said 16?
Me, I said that.
Okay, Connor B.
Because I meant.
Hey, voice is off. Voice is off. Voice is off. Connor B, how did you get 16?
Well, actually, I got 36. I just looked at that and I copied this. I just kind of copied the size. I knew that it went 4 across, and I already went up on that side, so I just went 3 on the others and added together.
You remember when we made arrays a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Remember that? Who remembers making arrays? Isn't this an array right here?
Yeah, that's what I did.
You can tell me. I need you to raise your hand. Don't blurt out. You can tell me what an array is. Jared.
It's a picture.
It's a picture of what?
Multiplication.
Multiplication or the division or the total, okay? Very good. Plus.
Yes.
Real quick, Mr. B is going to take over. Excellent job. Okay. Remember, do a good job the rest of the day so we can have maybe some recess outside a little longer. It's going to be a nice day, okay? All right.
Sweet, good job.
All right.
Let's give it up for Mr. What? Good job.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Look at Mr. P. Did y'all review the morning, man?
I'll accept the last one.
All except for the last one.
Yeah.
Great. Let's review the last one real quick. Ready? There are 4 quarters and $1. How many quarters in $1? Girls, stand up.
Hello again, this is Scott Henderson for our last video on student engagement. Just like the first video that that we did, it was on classroom management. I kind of did the same thing. And basically, really student engagement and classroom management go hand in hand. We began with just kind of an introductory about a unit that we're doing on kind of estimation. And what we're doing is we're going to have them estimate how many marbles are in a jar. And if they get close to it, basically we're going to have a pizza party and something like that. It was just a good way to kind of get the students excited and engaged in the lesson. To begin, let's see, the question asks, how you plan for a high level of student engagement? And what was the actual level? How I planned was through whole brain instruction again. Before I started, I made sure that I had the classroom's attention by saying class, and then they had to say yes. Throughout the lesson, what I would do is just ask them questions, raise their hand, had them review the rules one time. Basically, any way to keep them engaged. And what I like to do with a couple students, we're kind of having problems right now staying on task, is every couple minutes I'll just stop and just say, you know, class, for instead of calling out on the student or students that are off task, I just make the whole class do it, say class, and then they have to say yes. Any challenges? Again, it kind of goes with the couple students that are always off task. And what we're doing right now is, instead of just kind of calling out on the student, thank you, Desiree. Thanks for the coffee. Good job today. Instead of just calling out on this student in front of their whole entire classmates, we kind of just get the whole class involved to model the appropriate behavior which needs to be done. How would you change your approach in the future? Again, like I kind of talked about in the first video on classroom management, still doing more research, more reading on whole brain instruction. I found it to be a very good approach to getting students engaged. It's kind of been hard to really show during these short mini lessons, but kind of what I like to do is get them up and moving around the classroom, having them do a lot of hands-on activities. We do a lot of focus on chants, you know, verbal sayings, verbal prompts, physical prompts like the classroom rules. They got to physically show that they understand what to do. Those are the kind of things that I'm really working on to incorporate, instead of them just kind of sitting there the whole time and you give them activity sheets. Anyway, to use enrichment activities, hands-on activities, technology to get the students engaged is what I'm kind of really wanting to continue to work on and improve on. Again, this was a video on student engagement. Again, kind of went along with the first video on classroom management. And thank you and have a good day.